Hello, everyone, and welcome to Mama Christine's podcast, Living Life Through Experience. It is week number 15. The reason why I call it Living Life Through Experience is because through my own experiences and experiences of other people I've come in contact with, it helps everyone to understand that when they're going through something similar, what they can do, or just a thought of how they can approach things differently. So, as they say, always listen to the elder, because the elder has been through so many experiences that they know better, right? So for those of us who have been through many different things, I am here, and their stories are here, so that we can help you with whatever you're going through. So, as you know, I usually use my cards and kind of pull cards to talk to you about what the divine wants you to know, okay? Through my own 20-year experience, and through the divine messages and signs and guidance of the angels, the ascended masters, teachers, God, everyone on the other side, this is where the information comes from. And every week I do not plan on what to talk about until something just pops into my head or the cards start telling me what it is we're going to talk about. So we're going to start there. So here we go. First card, don't back down, okay? Stand up for what you believe in and for what you believe is right. So many times we get confused with what we believe in and what our head is telling us. And the difference between the two is the heart is your truth center, and that is your true belief system. Your head is your ego, and that is your storyteller. That is your negative Nelly. That is your ego. That is all the negativity you don't need in your life. And the ego also holds on to many different things like patterns. And that's what comes to mind today as I'm talking to you, is the patterns that many people follow throughout their lives without realizing they're following a pattern, And then even if you tell them sometimes they're following a pattern, they still don't see it, and they still keep doing what they're doing. And you know what? And that's okay. Not that it is okay, but it's okay for me or for anybody else to just let that go, because it's not your story. It's not your lesson. And you cannot make people see what they need to see until they're ready to see it, or if they're ready to make change. It would be so nice if we could just change people and change things and whatnot. But again, we're all here living our own experience, going through our own trials and tribulations, and oh my goodness, there's just so much, And again, if we learn to listen to our intuition and go with what our heart is telling us, our truth, and going with don't back down, stick with what you believe in, then things usually go better. They really do. But again, not everybody's there. Not everybody wants to see that. And then there's always reasons why people are in that situation of wanting to hold on to the past, or people that are not good for them, or a situation that they're doing so much work to make it work that it's exhausting. And it's like trying to beat a dead horse. What is the point? When you keep walking into the wall, it's like, when are you going to turn around and walk in a different direction? Don't you know the wall is stopping you? It's like you're not getting anywhere. So turn around and change direction. Again, easy to say, but you need people to figure it out for themselves. So, it's always good to be there for somebody. It's always good to let them know that, if they need you, to come look for you, call you, whatever it may be. But yeah, you have to hold on to your heart. Listen to your heart. Listen to your truth. Go with what feels good to you, and really go with that. Don't back down. Don't back down. And even then, when you have things that kind of hit you in the heart center, like, this is what I want. Now you have an outside source that says, what makes you think you can do that? You're probably going to fail. Who wants what you have to offer? every negative aspect that somebody could throw at you. And that, again, we hold on out of 5 facts that somebody throws at us, 4 facts and 1 lie, we will focus on the lie. So your heart may be like telling you, do this, do this, do this. This is what I want. This is what I can feel it. It hits me in the heart center. I need to do this. And one person going to go, well, who would want that? Why are you going to do that? That's stupid. We're going to hold on to that one damn that comment. And it's like, why? Why do we do that? Follow your heart. Never give up. Don't back down. Do what makes you happy, and what everybody else thinks is none of your business, because this is your life, your journey. You have to take the step. You have to fall. You have to get back up, and you have to keep going. So whether it works or not, it's an experience for you. It's not about the other person. It's about you. So brings us to the next card, fairness, right? The situation will be handled in a fair and just manner. Now, what that means for you is when you do what you need to do for you, you're not holding on to the what ifs or the shoulda, coulda, woulda from your past or your present or an outside source. You are focusing on you and what is meant for you. And when you do that, that's balance. When we spend too much time trying to please everybody else, so much time focusing on the past mistakes that we made, and we're not doing what we need to do right here in the present moment, then it throws us off. Because as they say, what happens when you're talking about living in the past? It's depression. When you talk about living in the future, it's anxiety, right? And what do those 2 things do? They stress us out. They really do. Nobody likes to be depressed. Nobody likes to have anxiety. Everybody needs to live in the present moment. And yes, there are things in life that are going to make you think twice. They're going to make you judge yourself. They're going to make you look at things over and over and over again for answers that you'll never get. Unless it's you personally. So remember that. Be fair to yourself. Be fair to yourself. And even as I look at this picture, it's got the scales of justice in it. It's got the white dove. It's got the lotus flowers. It's got all that beauty and just the love that's in that card. Because even the person in here, as I look at her, all I see is this beautiful woman who does things from her heart center and from her personal power space. Because she's holding up the scales of justice. She's not willing to let go of being pushed around. You know what I mean? She stands up for justice. She doesn't listen or allow outside influences to drive her crazy. The next card is Sorceress. You are a magical person who can manifest your clear intentions into reality. And that is so true. Remember, everything is a mindset. Manifesting, law of attraction, I don't care what you call it, the secret. It doesn't matter. Karma, okay? You are a sorceress or a sorcerer, right? Male or female, doesn't matter. You have the power to manifest your true desires. You have the power to manifest a good life for yourself. Happiness and joy and health and friendships and family connections. And even if the family connections are not there, you have the power to create the boundaries as well, So obviously, if you know that trying to make nice with a family member who's not willing to do so, or a friend or a spouse or a significant other, and again, why keep hitting the wall? If you know it doesn't work, then change it and manifest what you need it to be. Boundaries. With that person, with that situation, whatever it may be. But do what you need to do. Be that magical person, be that sorceress, and go out there and get what you need, get what you want, create the boundaries, put up the barricade, whatever you need to do, and manifest away. And as we're talking about this today, tomorrow, the 17th of April, is a new moon. And new moons are all about manifesting. So think about what you need in your life, and again, I remind you that when we're manifesting whatever it is we need, you start with self. I need love. I need health. I need happiness. I need joy. I need family connection. I need friendships. I need a new job. I need a promotion. I need finances. I need whatever it is you need. Just go on and on and on. But always start with that mental and emotional piece. I need mental stability. I need happiness, opposite of depression. I need peace, opposite of anxiety, so on and so forth. And just put it out there and remind yourself every day. Peace, love, joy, happiness, health, right? Peace of mind. And always, always, always keep it in the positive. And again, yes, we're human, and yes, we're going to have a moment where we're like, oh my God, my life sucks. But it's a moment, and then you take it back and you say, today's just a day, tomorrow's a better day, next minute is better minute, next hour is a better hour. I trust and believe that everything is going perfectly. I trust and believe that I'm getting to where I need to be. I trust and believe I can finally let go of this person or this situation. I trust and believe everything will happen as it's supposed to, how it's supposed to, when it's supposed to, and where it's supposed to, right? It's the best we can do. Now, when we find ourselves in a space of craziness and crazy energy or craziness or depression or anxiety or stress or anger or sadness or whatever's going on, even a good day, okay? This is what we need. Quiet time. Quiet time. Take some quiet time alone to rest, meditate, or contemplate. Now, again, we're not used to quiet time. In this day and age, everything is go, 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 get it done, get more, do this, do that, keep going, don't stop, help this one, help that one, help yourself, don't have time, on to the next thing. Wow, it's overwhelming sometimes. And of course, then sometimes we know we might be doing things we actually do love. Like myself, for example, I love what I do, but I know I need to have boundaries on how many appointments I'll take in a day, how many classes I'm going to put out there, knowing that I still have to work, my appointments, and then add classes, and then this and that, along with all the stuff in the background that I do that is not up front where everybody knows about it, because as a business owner, you have accounting, right? Banking, you have websites, you have emails that have to go out, you have marketing, all that social media, reordering supplies, taking care of appointments when the phone rings, the stuff in the background, like paying taxes and, all these different things. So you have all these little nooks and crannies that just keep popping in. Like, don't forget you have this and this and this and this and this. It would be so nice if it was just like, come in, do your thing, go home, collect the money. But it's not like that, so even I have to find times for myself to have quiet time. Even if I'm having a slower day than usual here at the office, I still need that quiet time, because other than my work, I have my life, and I have 3 adult children, and I worry about them, of course, as a mom, and I do give them their space, but I'm always there for them. So when they're calling going, oh my God, this is what's going on in my life right now, I'm there. I am their mom. I am their counselor. I am anything they need me to be in that moment, and then I have a home, and I have a business, and I have a dog, and I have 2 cats. And in fact, at this moment, one of my cats just had half of her teeth removed because she was brought in as a stray, and a lot of times strays can have an autoimmune thing. And of course, she must have that because all her teeth are no good, and they all have to come out, and she has to go back in a month. So, it's worrying about the cat, and then, of course, the expense, and oh my goodness, all these different things. And it's like, you know what? Just trust and believe whatever I'm spending, it's all coming back to me. It's all coming back to me. So, there's a lot involved in one person's life. There truly is. And some people more than others. And that's why we need quiet time. Truly. Like for me, once the end of the day comes and I'm finally done with everything I have to do, I like to just put on something comfortable, sit on my couch, watch a little TV, unwind. And then even when I go to bed, it's like a moment of quiet, a moment of gratitude, a moment of prayer or intention or affirmation or, whatever may be going on with me that day. But we all need that quiet time. You can't just go from, oh my God, you get up at 6 a.m. and you go until 10 o'clock at night, and then you go to bed and you crash. But you don't even really sleep well because your mind still hasn't shut down. It's still going from 6 o'clock this morning. So think about that. Take some time for quiet and stillness. It can be doing a little bit of journaling before bed. It can be doing a little meditation. It can be just shutting the lights off, sitting in the dark, and just taking a few deep breaths and letting your day go, right? Exactly. So make sure you're taking some quiet time for yourself. And now with the beautiful weather here, we spend our days here at the office outside having our lunch because it's gorgeous. So, we have our lunch and then we just sit there and enjoy the sunshine, enjoy the fresh air, enjoy being outdoors. And then we come back in and go back to our day. But you have to have that. You need the quiet time because otherwise you're just going to freak out eventually. And that's no fun either, right? Then it brings on the stress and the anxiety and all. Quiet time. Now, the next thing is receptivity. Now, what happens is we try to move through life and everything is kind of crazy here, there, and everywhere, okay? And, maybe you are taking some quiet time, maybe you're not, who knows? But receptivity basically says allow yourself to receive. Because what happens is nobody says yes to, can I help you, right? This will increase your intuition, your energy, and your ability to give to others. When you're receptive and you receive what you need, you can give back. As I say, don't give from an empty cup. If you were a phone, would you allow your battery to go that low? No. You'd be plugging in way ahead of when you needed to make sure you were always charged up. We have to recharge ourselves. We also have to learn to say yes when somebody says, would you like help? Again, it's great to be strong. It's great to be independent, but it doesn't mean you have to be on point 24/7. It's okay to say, yes, I would love for some help. Yes, thank you so much for helping. It doesn't make you weak. This is a sign of strength when you accept help from other people. And if nobody's offering, but you need it, then ask for it. People are not mind readers, okay? I, first and foremost, am one of those, why did they help me? Can't they see I need help? That was me. And it was like, no, actually they can't. They're not mind readers. If I want help, I need to ask for it. And that's always been one of my biggest things. I was raised to be strong and be independent and do for myself. And that's fine and dandy. And I've been doing that my whole life. But at some point in my life, when I was going through a hard time, somebody says, I need to give this to you. And I don't want to hear a no. Just take it and accept it. And I went, oh my God, like my whole insides just tensed up. And I went, thank you. Because it was like, wow, this isn't normal. I shouldn't be doing this because I'm supposed to do this myself. And it was like, no, shut up and just say thank you and accept someone willing to help you. And my biggest thing is I tell people, when you do not allow someone to help you, you are taking away from them the joy they have in being there for you. And we never look at it that way. We always look at it as I'm strong, I'm independent, I don't need your help. And sometimes it's not about needing the help. People just want to. It's like if you have kids like myself, when my kids were small, Mom, let me help you bake the cookies. Mom, can I help you with dinner? Show me how to do that. Now I could very well do it on my own. But why not share a moment with your kids, and show them this is how we do this and this is how we do that. And now I have 3 kids who all know how to cook. They all know how to clean and take care of themselves and run a house. Not that they have a house yet, but they know what they need to do, okay? And it's just amazing the beautiful human beings they've come out to be because I took the time to share an experience. Not because I needed the help. I mean, obviously, I think I can make cookies on my own, but at the same time, it teaches them and it gives me the time to have an experience with them. So be receptive. Accept the help. Ask for help. Whatever it is, do it. Now, to go with that quiet time, do you have a sacred space that you can go to? Okay, because that's the next card that comes up. Create an altar or visit a power place to connect with the divine. A sacred space is anything, any space really, that you use to have time alone. So if you like to lock yourself in your room and have alone time, to just be quiet, to read, to watch a show, to meditate, to journal, to whatever you do, then by all means do that. A lot of people tell me, oh, I don't have a sacred space in my house. There's no space. Create a corner. A corner of a room. You don't need a lot of space. Put a chair there, a little table on the side, like a pedestal table, and throw some crystals on there, throw some sage on there, maybe some incense, maybe a picture, maybe anything that you connect with on that table. And that little corner with that chair is your sacred space. Maybe there's a place outside that you can consider your sacred space. Any space that you use to do things for yourself like that is a sacred space. So even if I love to be at the beach, so I'm going to go sit at the beach 4 times a week or more if I can, and use that time in that space to meditate, to reflect, to journal, to whatever, okay? But have a place where you can go and just be, all right? Now, I've heard all the excuses, okay? And I'm not trying to say, oh, excuses, but when there's a will, there's a way. Now, as a person who had 3 kids very close together, it was like having triplets. But yet I always found the time, like in the shower, I would use that moment, not just to clean myself, obviously, but to use that shower, that water coming down over me like a waterfall, envisioning a waterfall, washing away my stress, my tension, any anger, any sadness, any negativity, any lower energy. And the water's going to be running over you anyway. So why not use your imagination and make a meditation out of it, right? So that's how you can do that. Let it wash away your day, whatever it may be, okay? But find time, find a space. Say, oh, the kids are always around, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, yeah, well, you need at least 5 minutes for a shower, right? Use that time to do so. All right. Now, when we spend a lot of time working on ourselves, and I know I've talked about this a million times as well, when you truly allow, and I mean that, allow yourself to work on yourself, because again, we're programmed to work on everything but ourselves. When you start changing mindsets, being more positive, listening to your heart, listening to your intuition, taking time for you, being in your sacred space, doing some manifesting, doing some journaling. When you focus on you, that's when this happens, miracles. Your next card is expect a miracle. Have faith that your prayers have been heard and are being answered. So whether you're sitting there thinking about what you're going to do about a situation or what you want to create and, moving forward in life, whatever it may be, the universe always hears. We do not need to speak out loud for the universe to hear us. You can think it and they hear you. It's just like when people come to see me and I'm talking with one of their loved ones who passed and they look at me and say, oh, tell them for me I said this. I'm like, they've already heard you. You don't have to tell me to tell them. They're here, you're here, they can hear you. So no worries, okay? But always expect miracles. Miracles, again, it's not a religious thing of, turning water into wine and walking on water and all these different things. Waking up is a miracle. Having a roof over your head is a miracle. Finding that new job is a miracle. There's so many miracles in life. They happen every day. Again, if you take the big religious connection to miracles out of the equation, every little thing is a miracle, right? Because again, we could just go to bed one night and none of us ever wake up. The world could end. Anything could happen. You could be outside working in your yard and drop dead of a heart attack. And expect miracles. Expect that good things can happen to you. Don't push it away. Good things can happen to you. Good things do happen to you. And good things will continue to happen for you. Remember that. Good things do happen. Fertility is your next card. Right there, new beginnings. Okay? So, again, it goes to tomorrow. Any day is a good day to manifest, but tomorrow being the new moon, why not? Let's create some new beginnings. And again, new beginnings, it doesn't mean like anything materialistic. I mean, obviously you can ask for those things, but let's create a new beginning. I am going to become, or I am a new person. I am letting go of my anger. I am focusing on happiness. I am following the love in my heart. I am seeing myself as love. I am seeing myself as a good person, as a smart person, as a person of joy and happiness and love and kindness and compassion, and someone who loves to help others. Whatever you want, okay? I am connecting with a significant other right now. Someone I care about, someone I love, someone who loves me, someone who is happy and thoughtful and responsible and caring and kind, and someone who is emotionally connected, and someone who's communicative, and on and on, whatever it is. New beginnings are always there. Every minute of every day is a new beginning. Every hour is a new beginning. Every day is a new beginning. Every week, every month, every year, every moment. Every day when you wake up, it's a new beginning. Even when you had a terrible day, things fell apart, nothing went right, it doesn't matter. Turn the page to that book and there's a new beginning. Start over. Always start over. Why? Because that's what life is, right? Next card, transformation. Things are always and ever changing. You are experiencing enormous change right now, which brings great blessings. Great blessings are new beginnings. And again, watch for the butterflies. Butterflies are always a beautiful sign that shows transformation. And think about what a caterpillar goes through to become a butterfly. It wraps itself up in this cocoon. It turns to a pile of mush, which therefore spins its way into a butterfly, and the cocoon opens and the butterfly emerges victorious, right? Wow. We can do the same thing. We can do the same thing. Transformation is for everyone. If you've gone through hard times, it's a part of transformation. Because what do these hard times teach us? Look at the lessons that you learned from these hard times. Now they've changed who we are as a person, because now we see ourselves and we see our situation differently, because it taught you something. It taught you a lesson. So watch for your transformations. Watch for changes and things falling away from you that no longer serve you, and new opportunities arising and being presented to you, and connecting with people you've never connected with before. So you know what? It's time to get creative. Creative and expressive. So the next card is called the arts. It's expressing yourself through creative abilities. And however you create, or whatever you create through whatever means, then do it. It doesn't matter how, it just matters that you do. So be expressive. Tell the universe what it is you want. Tell people around you what you need for help, or whatever it may be, and find creative ways and solutions to get to where you want to be. Again, it would be wonderful if you could just wave a magic wand and the universe went, oh, boom, here you go. Ta-da. No, it's too easy. But anyway, getting outside. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. That is so true. That is so true. Ever notice in the springtime, like right now, this whole week, my windows at home have been open. As soon as the temperature raises enough, those windows are open. And think about it, how your house has been all closed up since what, October, November, depending on temperatures. You get 6+ months of your house being shut down. And it feels like no energy is moving. The minute you open windows and the breeze is coming in, the air is coming in, it changes everything, right? The house smells better, it feels better, it has better energy. It's just wild. So get yourself outside, okay? Oh, there's nothing better than just being able to go outside and just feel the sun on your face. Feel the warmth. Feel the breeze, right? And being comfortable doing so. It's not freezing and you're not wrapped up like an Eskimo trying to be outside in the cold. It is time to get outside. It's time to get that fresh air, get that energy, get whatever you need. But get outside. You definitely need it. So whatever you need, through everything we've talked about, and again, every week we talk about so much stuff, and it's like, always remember that you can call on the divine. You can call on your angels, on your spirit guides, on your loved ones. Any and all of them will be there to help you. Tell them what you need, and they will, in return, give you all the guidance, the signs, the messages, whatever it may be, to get you where you need to be. Okay? So please ask them to help you. The next card, prosperity. And again, there you go. You ask for help. Again, we have problems asking another human being for help, but we'll ask, invisible divine beings for help. Isn't that funny how we do that? Ask for help. No matter where it is, here or there, or both. Be positive, live in your heart center, make choices according to what your heart is telling you. Stop hitting the wall, walk in a different direction, create some new beginnings, manifest what you need. And remember that the universe will always be pouring out its abundance to you when you need it, at the time you need it, all of it, okay? So the best thing I can tell you is just be open to receive. People are like, well, when and how and none of that matters. Universe, this is what I need. Like I was saying with the cat, I just spent, oh my God, so much money, like a lot of money on having her teeth removed. And it's like, wow. And I'm like, well, whatever. She has to be done. Poor thing. I'm not going to let her die because her teeth are not great. But it's like, you know what? The money will come back to me. And I trust and believe, and I am here to receive whatever it is you'll send me that's going to help me achieve getting that money. So just be willing to receive. That's it. Accept the help, right? Again, we have no problem talking to invisible divine beings, trusting signs, trusting messages, accepting their help. But again, we don't do it to the other humans that we're with. Start asking for help on both sides. Be open to receiving the help you need. And trust and believe. It'll be when, how, where, and why. Always, 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 always. And then this. Be strong. That's your last card for today. Be strong. Like the lion, you can be courageous. You can roar. You can create boundaries. But again, live in your heart center. You are stronger than you think you are. Your strength assures a happy outcome. Because when we have strength, we do create boundaries. And we do boundaries out of love for ourselves, as well as others. And I know sometimes it's hard to see, but it's true, okay? So be strong. Be heart-centered. Be open to receive. Let go of what no longer serves you. And ask for whatever it is you think you need or you want. And remember that when we do ask, it is always for our highest and best. It's always for the highest and best of everyone involved. Better than I could ever imagine, or better than you could ever imagine, right? Because many times it's like, I'm asking the universe to give me this or help me to achieve this. But then all of a sudden you get something that's like, wow, that's more than what I expected. But I'm grateful and I'm happy because I didn't realize I needed that. And again, the universe knows. So always trust the universe. So listen to your intuition. Listen to the little words that come in out of nowhere. Like, hey, you need to do this. Hey, pay attention. Hey, whatever, right? Listen to the words. Go with what feels right. Physically, emotionally, right? If something's not right, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel off. You're going to, no, this doesn't feel right to me. And it may make your hair stand on end on your arms or something. Who knows? But pay attention to what you feel. Pay attention to what you know. Like, I don't know if something's wrong. I just know it. I can feel it. They kind of all mesh together. And, you could even say, I don't see this going in a good direction. And again, we say that I don't see, which you're not physically seeing, but maybe it's intuitively seeing where something is not going right. Okay? So just pay attention. Signs and messages are always there for you. Every day we get so many. And I never get anything. I didn't see anything today. I'm like, we can't see them all. And we probably will never see them all. The ones that need to be there and the big hit me in the head with it kind of thing, those you'll see. The smaller ones, they sometimes are just reminders. Reminders to love yourself. Reminders that you did good today. Reminders that you're still here. A reminder of peace and love. And yes, it may be a reminder that things are tough right now, but they're going to be okay. Whatever happens will happen. It's not good. It's not bad. It just is. And whatever it is, you will get through it. We always do. So don't forget that. Remember all the things you've been through so far in your life, no matter how old you are, and know that you got through all of that, you're going to get through all of this, whatever it is. Just know that the more you focus on the positivity, the heart center, the love, the easier it will be to go through whatever it is you're going to go through between now and the end. Mindset is everything. So keep a positive mindset, right? If you think you're going to fail, then you will. If you think you're going to do the best you can possibly do, then you will do the best you can possibly do. If you think you're going to do things amazingly great, then you're probably going to do them amazingly great. Okay? Mindset is everything. So with that being said, everyone, I'm just going to say thank you for listening. It's been a great conversation this evening, and I look forward to talking with all of you next week. So have a great night, and thank you again.